Hello. I actually came today to be more support. I'm just getting my toes wet into the advocacy world and being forced into it with what's going on to my daughter and myself in Bell County, Texas. So I would like to ask for time to send y'all some written supporting documents as well to go along with my testimony today. But I'm here to back up what everybody's saying about the Texas courts having major issues with the corruption that's rampant through the system. The Texas state statutes and the Texas Judicial Code of Conduct has been used as toilet paper in these courts that I'm currently in. That's the 146th and the 169th courts in Bell County. I'm not the only family this has happened to, but I refuse to back down for my daughter. They have done everything they can to get me to back down, even up to the point of the current guardian ad litem, which is a non-certified ad litem, was laughing in the halls with the defendant about their plan to financially break me and how I couldn't keep affording to fight for my daughter. It wasn't until those statements were filed by a witness who is a chief warrant officer level 3 in the military that she then granted permission for me to have non-supervised visits. This all began in June of 2021, in 2021, when my daughter had experienced abuse from the dad and stepmom. And then that's the first time I ever went back to modified custody for her request and her safety. In June of 2022, my daughter was again attacked. Food was used as a punishment. She called for a cry of help. I again then readdressed the ongoing temporary orders that were being heard. And that's when the non-certified guardian ad litem had ex parte communication with the judge. She told me not to call the police that night, though I did anyways. And then the next morning, my child was removed from my home and her father's home in an orchestrated event to then eventually place her care in the father's home. The non-certified guardian ad litem did just that. Unfortunately, with her being not certified, there's no one I can hold her accountable to that I can find. There's no certifying board. She's not a judge, so she's not an attorney. How can I hold her accountable? That is a huge issue I'm currently in, as well as all the judge and her have a long history. So whatever she wants is done. My child has not been home spent a night in her home since June of 2022. I have been fighting for her since then, and I will not stop, but the corruption needs an end. It's not the fact of what's happening to me, but it's the fact of what's happening to my daughter and all the kids of the future. This is for their health, their mental stability. I'm an emergency room nurse, and I see so many children coming in from distraught homes and the effects it does to them. And the child who I, of course, have wanted to protect the most from all of that is my own child, and my hands have been tied by the courts. Thank y'all.
Thank you, ma'am.